Welcome to this training video on the use of SlideTrax. SlideTrax is a very simple software to use, and once we demonstrate for you how to do this the first time, thereafter I think you'll be able to easily do this on your own without any additional support. So let's go ahead and show you. Basically there are 3 steps. Step 1 is to drag and drop a picture. Step 2 is to drag and drop an audio file, and step 3 is to add optional text. Note the word optional here, so you do not have to do step 3 unless you choose to. I also wanted to point out that although we talk about dragging and dropping, you can also browse your file structure simply by clicking this block of text there, and it'll open a screen on your computer, a dialog window, and you can then browse to wherever you might have your file stored and select one. So that's an alternative way. Same way with the audio file here. But anyway, let's go ahead and use the drag and drop approach here. First we're going to start with the picture. And I should point out to you that although we say that's step 1, if you wanted to do the audio first, it will also accept the audio. So it really doesn't matter which of these steps you do first. Once you've selected a picture or an image file and placed it here, it will appear on the screen. If you decide that you don't want that for some reason, you simply uncheck this box here and that removes it from the screen. Secondly, then we're going to drag and drop an audio file, and when we do that, again you see that the checkbox in step 2 is now selected. If you wanted to remove it, you would simply deselect that. And then thirdly, if we want to add optional text, simply go here, type in whatever we want. I've typed in "Please buy my music," and add or change the text color around. Let's make this black or some shade of black. Put it up there, select OK. And now that appears on this image file. And then if we want to preview what it's going to hear and sound like, we can go ahead and click this preview button right here.
I'm not really sure where we're headed tonight. You're looking at me from the passenger side.
And you can easily determine then whether that is going to be what it is that you wanted. And if it is, then you just simply go ahead and give this a name. So we're going to call this 19, which is the name of this song. And it's going to be saved as a WebM file, which is the format that SlideTrax uses. And this is a format that is compatible with YouTube and many other sites. Once we've selected the name, we click the button here that says Create SlideTrack, and it begins to do that. Now, as it is creating this video, I need to tell you a couple of things to help you understand. SlideTrax is going to duplicate this image that you see on the screen multiple times to create a video out of it. Most standard videos are about 29 frames per second, so the longer the song or the longer the audio file, the longer time it's going to take to make a video from it, because it's got to create 30 frames, as I said, for every second of video. Number 2, the size of this image, meaning the pixel size and length, as well as the overall size that it takes up on your disk, will also affect and determine how long it takes SlideTrax to create this image, because again, it's got to copy this image multiple times. So if it's a smaller image, it will copy it faster. If it's a larger image, it's going to take longer. So we're about ready to finish up here. 92, 94, 95%. It's now done. Now notice what we see on the screen. What would you like to do next? Upload now, open with the video player, locate the file with Windows Explorer, or do you simply want to close this screen? So those are the options, and let's take a look at these. If we select Upload Now, it opens your browser to YouTube, and assuming you already have a YouTube account, you can simply click the upload button here, and you can select this video and you can begin uploading it. Close that. Next one is open with the video player. So if you again wanted to preview this in a video player,
I'm not really sure where we're headed tonight. You're looking at me from the passenger side, and I can't.
And you can preview it in the video player. The next one is if you want to locate the file on your computer in Windows Explorer, you click this button. Where is that file going to be located? It's going to be located right here in this path. But let's go ahead and click this. and it opens a typical Windows dialog window. And if we look at this, there it is, 19WebM. So there is the file that we've created. And lastly, if we click close, it just obviously closes that little window. So that is the basic tutorial on how to use SlideTrax. There are a couple of other features which we will talk about in a subsequent video, so you might want to watch that. We'll spend a little more time talking about the optional text, and we'll spend a little more time talking about these two buttons down here. So that will conclude this training video on SlideTrax.